Hello Nathan. So I had a few questions come through from the viewers. We've got one person here who's asking, so out of all the money that the NHS spends in a year, what percentage of that is through supply chain?
And so it's equipment and consumables. Obviously it doesn't include staff, which is a massive cost, but 57%, which I think is around £4.5 billion, is spent through supply chain, and then the 3.4 billion is spent outside of it.
And what's the benefits to a member of staff from the hospital from going through supply chain rather than going to a company that hasn't got products on supply chain?
The consistent quality and compliant products. So we still see and hear and know about class 1 medical devices, at least, that are sold into hospitals, which you can't find them on MHRA, which is supposed to be mandatory, and it's a massive breakdown in the audit trail if there's a problem with that product. It also brings consistent pricing to the NHS. So the National Audit Office does a very interesting report on supply chain, and if you look on there, they pick a few examples, and there's a massive variation in pricing for the exact same product when purchased through supply chain or with independently outside of it.
And we'll drop the link to that in the description below if anyone wants to have a look at it, as it's very interesting. And no, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to add about the supply chain? Or
no, there's just a massive range of products on there, and it's really like the NHS Amazon. And so we've been very fortunate. I can't even remember how long we've been on supply chain, but in the early years, say pre-2017, we'd have viewed it as like a box ticking exercise. The early years business didn't really understand why we were needed to be on there. But then as we engaged more with procurement professionals and with NHS supply chain buyers who helped us maximise the platform, it's absolutely essential that we are on there. We've been on there, fortunately, on every medical furniture framework since, so we're probably up to 9-10 years through supply chain now. And we're really fortunate to have supplied around 88% of the UK's hospital trusts through supply chain.
one thing that's misunderstood that we see a lot, which we just could clarify now, is that it is possible to get specialist seating through NHS supply chain. I've noticed that it's a common misconception that you can't, but all of our specialist seating and very specialist like neuro, stroke, lay flat chairs, anything like that is all available on NHS supply chain. Might be worth pointing that out for the viewers.
Yeah, good point, Melvin. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We'll be back again with another subject. If you've got any questions, please ping them over, put them in the comment below, and we'll answer them on the next, what's it called? The next episode. On the next episode, pointing that.